Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you all my hot and spicy fragrances. All of those like warm, awesome, inviting, alluring. Okay, I've got to stop doing that with my hands. Anyway, warm and spicy, hot and spicy, however you want to look at it. I'm picking fragrances that kind of have a little bit of kick to them. And they're all rather unique in their own ways. So there's so many that fit into this category. You know, obviously vanilla fragrances fit in there, and I just talked about those recently. So these are different ones that are definitely wonderful for this time of year. And if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird Wonderful family. I would love to have you part of the community. And without further ado, let's get into this. I like it hot. You know, I don't know why, but every time, like, this is so lame, but but I have to share my lameness with you. Every time I think of hot and spicy, I instantly think of the skit from Saturday Night Live with the cheerleaders, like I think Will Ferrell and some other chick were the cheerleaders, and like it'd be like, I like it hot, I like it spicy, I like it cheap, I like it brassy. You know, like, I don't know why, but like that kind of thing just goes through my head. So anyway, had to share that. And without further ado, let's get into this. The first fragrance I want to bring to you is probably the sweetest, kind of lightest of the hot and spicy that I can think of, and it is Kilian's Princess, or I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. Now this one, it's got that spicy edge to it, but it's so sweet. Like, there's obviously vanilla in this. And a lot of these have either ginger or pepper in it. That's what I've noticed is kind of a common denominator. Is oftentimes you see like ginger, cinnamon, like warm spices like that. I think of cider type spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger, fragrances or notes like that really lend itself beautifully to the hot and spicy or warm and spicy category. So Princess, it has lemon in the opening, and then green tea, ginger, peach, hidione, jasmine, and apple in the mid, and marshmallow, vanilla, and benzoin in the base. I think this one is very enjoyable. It just smells sweet. There's a bit of marshmallow in there. It's got a little bit of spice from that ginger, maybe a little bit of that tea, so a little bit of a matcha tea feel. It's definitely, like, it's not overpowering by any means, but I find this to be a really comforting scent. So Princess by Kilian, definitely pretty. The next fragrance that I think is warm and spicy, delicious. This one you can wear in the summer, but I also think you can wear this through the fall and winter, is Olympia Aqua. So Olympia would be great. Olympia Aqua. There's just a spicy hint to this one. I definitely smell kind of a warm orange, but I also smell that ginger in this one. This one also has jasmine and orange blossom. There's peach in this one. And then the base notes are kind of where this really shines. It has salt, vanilla, ambergris, cashmere wood, sandalwood, and benzoin. So this one, again, warm and spicy. That ginger just kind of adds a bit of warmth. This one's sweet, but with the salt, it just kind of balances itself out. This is definitely not as sweet as Olympia or Olympia Intense. I find this one less sweet. But I just love that little kick of ginger in this one as well. Kind of just makes it, definitely the ginger helps it from getting too cloying or anything like that, the ginger and the salt. This one's definitely unique. I love this one. This is a great kind of go-to fragrance. So Olympia Aqua. Olympia would work too. I just find Aqua a little bit more refreshing, a little bit less sweet, and just great for, like, you could wear this to the office or anything really. This one's great. In the summer, like, the fact that I can wear this one and it's kind of warm and spicy for summer is awesome as well. Another one that you can wear year round is Tuile d'Hermès. This one This one kind of has, it feels kind of similar to, like these don't smell the same, but they'd be fitting in the same category. It has ginger, bergamot, and orange. Again, I definitely get that little kick of the ginger, which I just love. Like, I love, love, love ginger in a fragrance. It just gives it a little bit of warmth to it that's just amazing. In the mid, this one has tuberose, orange blossom, and jasmine. Although I find that I notice the tuberose more than anything. Maybe the tuberose and a little bit of jasmine in this one. And then the base has sandalwood and vanilla. So another really good fragrance for all year round. This one, it smells kind of like I think of a classy auntie would wear something like this. So it's a little bit potentially more mature. That said, really, I think anyone can wear anything. If you're not a fan of tuberose, you might find this one a little bit more mature than something like this that I would say leans a little more jasmine heavy. So, but these kind of fit the same category. They're warm, but they're not super heavy. They wear a little lighter. Great for office and all year round. Now, next fragrance that's warm and spicy is Classique Essence de Parfum by Jean Paul Gaultier. This one sadly is discontinued. I think you can still get it on perfume.com. So I will leave all the fragrances linked down below, and hopefully I can find this one for you. Last time I mentioned this, I accidentally linked the male version. So the female version, this is just beautiful. Some people get an orange creamsicle from this one, but I definitely get that ginger really quite strongly. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's kind of mouth-watering. It's got a lot of orange blossom in it. It's sweet. There's a bit of there's an aldehydic quality to this in the opening. So it opens kind of a little bit more sparkling and fizzy, and then it dries down in the base. You get kind of this whipped cream accord with the vanilla and the warm spices. So it goes from being kind of a ginger fizzy drink to then kind of more of a warm spicy ginger cake with whipped cream on it. It's really beautiful. I absolutely love this one. So Jean Paul Gaultier Classique Essence de Parfum, really warm, beautiful for this time of year. Now, another fragrance that is also sadly discontinued, but if you can get your hands on it, it's so worth it, is Alien Essence Absolute. Now, this one doesn't have ginger in it, but it has myrrh, and it's somehow just very, there's a spicy quality to this. It's mouth-wateringly delicious. It smells like a deep, dark, liquored up vanilla, mixed with incense and myrrh, and oh, this one is absolutely intoxicating. It's a vanilla heavy Alien, so if you love Alien, you love vanilla, smash the combo together, add some like deep dark resinous spices, and you've got this one. To me Alien Essence Absolute is kind of gothic. When I smell this, I instantly think of myself in a very large mansion with this huge, I think Beauty and the Beast, I think. When I smell this, like I think of, you know, living in a castle with a beast. Oh, I'm so whacked. Anyway, I love this. It's so beautiful. It's so perfect for this time of year in the evenings, date night. It's very sensual and sexy. It's pretty potent and slightly medicinal with that myrrh. If you're not a fan of medicinal, you might want to stay away from this, but it's just absolutely intoxicating to me. The next fragrance I want to mention is Kayali's Invite Only Amber 23. Now this one is warm and spicy, and off the cap, it's just absolutely intoxicating. I love it. Like love, love, love it. But on me, this is underwhelming. Like, so I wish I got the cap smell on me, but what I get is kind of a real watered down version that just is really lackluster. That said, lots of people love this and find it's amazing. I need to try it more on my clothing to see if I get that smell because it's so beautiful. But this one has sour cherry, tobacco leaf, honey, chocolate, and hazelnut in the opening. The middle notes have cinnamon, rose, citrus leaf, and then the base is amber, agarwood, vanilla, benzoin, cypriol oil, patchouli, sandalwood, and musk. So I definitely get the hint of cinnamon, a little bit of that tobacco, a little bit of liquor. Definitely smell the honey. I smell some cherry. It's just absolutely intoxicating off the cap. So if this works for you, it's definitely worth a sniff. The longevity on me isn't actually bad, but it just, yeah, what I smell on myself is kind of not very fun. So sad, but amber invite only. The next fragrance that I have for you, I wanted to mention it in this category because it definitely is spicy, but it's a little bit more of a fresh spicy than a warm spicy, and it's Versace's Crystal Noir. This is the only Versace that I have. I'm not really a fan of the house. This one in the opening has pepper, cardamom, and ginger. So definitely that spicy kick, which is totally gorgeous. However, this one is quite cold, so it doesn't have that warmth, and for that reason, it's not my favorite. But I wanted to mention it because lots of women just absolutely love this one as well. To me, this one smells, I've said it before, whenever I smell this, I think of a gorgeous assassin, like female assassin who rides a motorbike. You know, she rides a motorbike to an event, kind of drops the bike as she's, like, she kind of jumps off the bike goes flying, it blows up behind her, she's got a leather outfit on, she unzips it, steps out, and she's in this gorgeous sequined gown and walks into the whatever with with some sort of gun, and is just like that kind of thing. That's the vibe that I get when I smell Versace Crystal Noir. So gives me the vibes. But it's not my favorite in the warm and spicy collection. Lots of women, like I said, love it. There's coconut in here. So, you know, some get that coconut warm, spicy vibe. Well, I do too. But for whatever reason, I like some of the other ones better. So I find that I don't wear this one quite as often. Definitely worth sniffing though. So the next fragrance I wanted to talk about was MAC's Velvet Teddy. Now this one, it's got this root beer vibe to me. Some people think it smells like Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille is a hard love for me. This is not Tobacco Vanille. I get where they come from. There is a similar vibe, but this is nowhere near Tobacco Vanille. That said, this one is warm, inviting, cozy, delicious. Velvet Teddy has ginger in it as well, but to me it kind of comes across as almost like a root beer float is the feel I get, but heavy on the root beer. Interestingly, L'Entre-deux Rouge by Givenchy, it dries down quite root berry on my skin, and it's the only thing that I'm not crazy about in L'Entre-deux Rouge. I love the opening, I love the mid, but then the root beer note I'm not as crazy about. It's very similar to this one. So this, you get that creamy, kind of a little bit of a milky feel to me with the spices, with the ginger, and yeah, it smells like a little bit fizzy somehow. It's really pretty, and it definitely lasts quite a long time on my skin, like literally all day. So this one's definitely a great bang for your buck if you can still get it. I'm not sure. I think it may be discontinued, but yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. Last fragrance, I'm not going to go into major detail because I talk about it a lot, is Tom Ford Noir Pour Femme. This fragrance, it gives me all the feels. It's just so luxurious and delicious. Definitely has that spicy quality, but it's beautifully blended with the vanilla and the spices. It's just warm and gorgeous and sexy as all get out. This one always gives me a scenario. If a perfume gives me a scenario, I know I love it. So this one's gorgeous. Definitely that warm, spicy, alluring, sexy vibe comes from this one. The two that I'm wanting to add to my collection that fit in this category, I wanted to share them with you because I just think they're stunning. First one is Montel's Honey Oud. That one's just gorgeous. You get this beautiful honey, but there's a smoky quality to it with the woods. It's sweet, it lasts a long time on the skin. I think it's got a bit of cinnamon in it, and I find that I'm really gravitating towards kind of cinnamon, gingery type fragrances. I just love them lately. So love Honey Oud, and the other one is Santal Royal by Guerlain. I love that fragrance. I'm hoping to get it for Christmas. That one has lots of the spice and the cinnamon. It's actually what I kind of was wishing this smelled like. This one's a little bit, oh, that's so gorgeous. Like seriously, this one's gorgeous when you smell it off the cap. I just wish it translated on my skin. Santal Royal is deeper than this, a little less sweet. It's got lots of cinnamon. It's super intoxicating. I think of being on a pirate ship. Actually, when I wear Santal Royal, I just have a sample, but for sure a pirate ship and a big flouncy white shirt fits Santal Royal perfectly. I'm wearing the sample on my hand right now. Can't stop sniffing it. Those are my warm and spicies, plus a couple that I'm wanting on my wish list. What is your favorite warm and spicy fragrance? I love this category of fragrances and would love to know which is your most hot, spicy fragrance that you can't stop wearing and you think everybody should own. Please leave it in the comments. I would love to talk about it. And that is it. I hope you have an amazing week and we'll talk to you soon.